State game against Memphis is very, very interesting. Mississippi State a 3-point favorite in that game. That kind of been, this is the week 3 where we learned whether or not these teams are who they were in the first week or who they were in the second week. What's going to happen in that one?
So you got to really give the defensive staff for Mississippi State a huge, huge hand. I mean, what they did in that game, I thought NC State was going to come in there and punch them in the mouth and win the game. But Zach Arnett and his defensive staff, I think they called and coached up a masterpiece against North Carolina State, shut them down. I just don't know if they can do it 2 weeks in a row. I've never seen any consistency out of a Mike Leach team. If I do, I might feel differently afterwards, but he's going to face a prolific Memphis offense. They found this freshman quarterback, Seth Hennigan, who threw for over 400 yards, 5 touchdowns last week. He's got some weapons. So I think it's going to be a barn burner. And, being in Memphis, maybe they finally break through here. I'm going against Mike Leach. Mike Leach, 10-18 against the spread the last 28 games against the spread. Give me Memphis. Wrong team favorite, 37-34.
So Memphis on the outright win there. Okay.
Yep.
Penn State. Now, early in the week, this was as high as 6.5. It's down to 4.5 this morning. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what people are seeing. It'll be a whiteout. Bo Nix goes on the road, and they get, let's say, 4.5 at Penn State. Is it enough?
So I was on this early. I actually got it at 6.5. And Auburn, I don't think they're going to be intimidated. So you think of whiteouts, last 12 times, what do you think Penn State's record is in whiteouts?
I know it's not very good. I don't know. How many? Maybe 12? I would say they're 3-9.
6-6.
6-6? Okay.
Most people, I was in the gym, and I asked 4 people, and they all thought 9-3 or 10-2. So 6-6. In fact, they're 3-8 against the spread the last 11 at home. When Auburn has problems, they can't run the football. When Bixby's healthy, they're a different team. He and the freshman running back, Hunter, I think they're going to do some damage here. I just have a feeling that Wisconsin was terrible, especially their offense. Dreadful. Sean Clifford doesn't scare me. You get an Auburn quarterback, Bo Nix, who's not great, but he has faced Bama twice, Georgia twice, Florida and LSU in his career. Another game. I think game's going down the wire. Wrong team favorite. Give me the Tigers here. Auburn Tigers, 24-21.
Wow. I'm just going to say wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. We'll see. Bo Nix scares the hell out of me on the road. But, we'll see. It'd be great for the SEC. Absolutely great for the SEC. Alabama, another number that's been falling steadily throughout the week. I don't know how healthy Anthony Richardson is. I think that he is a key to at least giving Florida a fighting chance, because I don't think Emory Jones can beat Alabama or even keep it inside the number. But the number is now down to 14.5. What do you think about Alabama laying that kind of wood on the road?
I think if I'm Dan Mullen, if he's got a hamstring problem, I'm standing right next to the trainer making sure they can do whatever they can to make sure he plays. So Dan Mullen, 0-10 straight up versus Nick Saban, last 10 games. He hasn't, in fact, tasted victory since he was an offensive coordinator for Urban Meyer with Tim Tebow as the quarterback in the 2008 SEC title games. But he has covered 5 of the last 8 times. And when they played last year in the SEC title game, they were 2-touchdown dog. He covered. They only lost by 6. Richardson is scary good. He's like a gazelle running the football. He is a next-level player. And I think a dual-threat quarterback can give Alabama some problems. I thought Miami's approach even from the coin toss was bad. Do you ever watch the coin toss, Tom?
No.
This coin toss could determine whether Florida covers or not. If they win the coin toss and defer, I'm probably going to throw something at the TV set. You have to accept the ball. You have to get the ball first on offense and score. You got to put some pressure on Alabama. You fall behind Alabama by double digits. What do you think the chances are realistically of coming back and winning the game?
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. And by the way, if I'm Alabama, I take the ball too. If I'm Alabama, I don't defer and have them put you in the student section. I don't like that.
Yeah, I think the chances are like 0.0%. If if you fall behind by double digits. So it's that important. I'm going to watch the coin toss. Florida's defensive coordinator, Todd Grantham, I think he's a pretty good coordinator. Is his defense great? No, but I think that he can show a ton of different looks. They got athletes. He can dial up a variety of blitz packages, maybe something that Miami should have, and he's got better athletes than Miami does on defense, and maybe he can slow Bryce Young down here. First time that Alabama's gone to the swamp in 10 years. I think it goes down to the wire. I like Bama to escape 35-31, but I'm taking the 15 points.
And again,
yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Lee Sterling.
And I'm not stuttering.
He is not stuttering. He has Auburn outright and Florida covering. Okay.
It wouldn't shock me if they knock off Alabama. Wouldn't shock me.
I think it would shock a lot of people. Maybe not you. Not you, but it'll shock a lot of people. All right. Ole Miss, a 2-touchdown favorite against a Tulane team that showed its head well against Oklahoma. What about Ole Miss here?
So, big-time development here for Green Wave quarterback Michael Pratt. This kid is talented. He is the heart and soul of the team. And they went toe-to-toe with Oklahoma. So I don't think they're going to be intimidated here. They even outgained Oklahoma 464 to 436. I thought they caught Oklahoma napping a little bit, but this total started at 72.5. It's over 75.5 now. One of the biggest totals we've seen so far this season. Ole Miss bye next week with Bama in 2 weeks. I think there's going to be a track meet. I think Ole Miss wins the game 45-38, but I'll take the 2 touchdowns here in Tulane, going with 4 straight underdogs.
And does he make it a 5th? Here's an NFL game. The Tennessee Titans, off the horrific game at home, now travel to Seattle, which got the win in Indianapolis. For whatever reason, Seattle seems to love traveling east. But they're going to play at home as a 5.5-point favorite against the Titans.
So offensive coordinators might play a big part in this game. I think Tennessee losing Arthur Smith, who was Ryan Tannehill's trusted offensive coordinator, lack of continuity there in the play calling by Todd Downing, it might be something to keep an eye on. And then on defense, no pass rush, and we know the pass defense is bad, and they were exposed. They didn't know what to expect also, I thought, in that game early on. And Seattle, new offensive coordinator, Shane Waldron, another new coordinator, and he really got together with Russell Wilson in the offseason. These two really talked about what they liked and didn't like, and he used to be the passing game coordinator for the Rams. So it looks like they're on the same page here, and I think their run defense and their pass rush is much improved. So normally I don't like laying more than the field goal with Seattle at home, but I think Tennessee's up against it. Give me Seattle 34-23.
All right, they're playing our music, so in the last 30 seconds or so, tell us how they can get Troy -9.5 against Southern Miss at Paramount Sports. How do they get it?
400-9741. We've also got a 40-unit play, college football on Saturday, 2 50-unit UFC selections. First time ever we've had 2 max unit wagers. Everything's up and available. ParamountSports.com.
ParamountSports.com. Check them out. Got some bold picks there this week. ParamountSports.com. All right, thank you, Lee. Appreciate you, as always. That's going to do it for us. Chuck Oliver is coming up next, right here on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
AVIQ. Who is AVIQ? AVIQ is audiovisual the intelligent way, where we put our IQ to work for your AV needs. With more than 100 years combined experience in audio, video, and automation, our team of experts is dedicated to one thing: helping you discover technological solutions that make your home special. Once you experience a game or a movie on one of our state-of-the-art home theater systems, you may never leave the house again. AVIQ can build the entire system for you or provide the quality components if you're a do-it-yourselfer. But AVIQ is more than just home theater and state-of-the-art sound systems. We offer a variety of control options for home technology. Energy efficiency, heightened security, and improved quality of life are all attainable through the automation of home systems. Intuitive and user-friendly control is our main priority in designing a system that meets your needs. Don't just take our word for it. You need to see it to believe it. Come visit us at our state-of-the-art showroom on University, just east of Jim and Nick's, across from AT&T.